Oh, hello there. Louisiana beer reviews. We've already poured the beer. The King's English India Pale Ale, product of England. The Kingdom of England, which is part of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Brewed in, it says right here, product of England, brewed by Greene King of Bury St Edmunds and Suffolk. Introduced in 2014, and this is produced as a house brand or a private label brand for Trader Joe's. And I bought this at Trader Joe's on Louisiana Highway 427, Perkins Road in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which was once ruled by England. The province of West Florida was ruled by England, by Great Britain, from 1763 until 1783. 6% alcohol. Tanya Makowski did the first video review for this beer in the world. She's from California. This will be the second video review. Beer Advocate saying it's okay with 39 ratings. Rapier saying 45 out of 100 and a 17 out of 100 for the style with 26 ratings. I think the ratings are low because, and I already poured it, I had a little technical issue because I adjusted the camera and it went but they're going to say it's not hoppy enough. Okay, look, history lesson. India Pale Ales were developed because when they would ship the beer to British India, which was India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, even Burma was considered part of India at that time, was shipped to British India. They didn't have pasteurization, they didn't have refrigerated vessels, and so the beer would spoil. They found out that hops preserved the ale, so they would hop the hell out of it, and then it would get to India and it would be good. Now, by the time it got to India, the hops would fade. It wasn't like it was going to get to India in a week. They didn't have Best Buy, you know, they didn't have drink by pale ales. So the English perception of pale ales was they were mildly hoppy, and it caught on in England when the guys would retire from the British East India Company or later the British government. They would go back to England and want to try pale ales. When the United States got a hold of IPAs, starting with the Liberty Ale in 1975, it got progressively hoppier and hoppier. Now we have the California style super hopped IPAs. So it's comical to see people say, I drank those English IPAs and they don't taste right. They're not authentic. True. Okay, now I didn't make much head, little off-white head, and it's a copper appearance. No skunk because of that good brown bottle. The aroma is malty and bready and slightly fruity and so wonderful-y. $2.99 plus tax for the bottle. Oh, okay. Bready, syrupy, bready, toasty, brown bread crust. Sweetness, a little hoppiness, a little mild English hoppiness to balance it out. This is not piney. It's not citrusy. It's not pink grapefruit. It's not meant to be. I mean, I'm not putting that style down. I drink West Coast IPAs all the time. I like them a lot. I rate them highly. But for the more authentic style, this is doing the trick. I think Greene King makes a good portfolio of beers. Now you say, yeah, but they're a mass producer. That's true. It really is true. Well, I really like that sort of toffee caramel thing going on there. Slightly fruity. I like the light to medium mouthfeel. I like the crisp, yes, crisp, refreshing, and easy drinking finish. Wow, this is really a good beer. And you would say, well, it's a store brand thing. I know, and those can be bad. Like, here's one. Gold Mine Lager beer. This is an insipid and depressing little lager brewed for Whole Foods Market by the Rochester Brewery, and it is one that you could hate without reservation, because it makes Budweiser look like one of the most fantastic beers ever produced. And in some ways Budweiser is. You know, we don't want to get into that. Game Day Ice, a wretched little beer. Okay, if there ever was one. That's from City Brewing. Alright, but this is and some of the Trader Joe's beers are good. Some are bad, like Name Tag. So you just have to try it, you know, buy it and try it. And, hey, wait a minute, I'm picking up a little metallic. That's coming from those hops, those earthy hops. You gotta try them, you know. It just depends. Trader Joe's doesn't brew beer. It's all contract brewed. This is nice. I would give it a B+. Very good. I'm not going to go into the excellent range. But if you're trying out English, India Pale Ales, this is one to try. And I would recommend trying all the Greene King beers. The little, you know, this bottle, does it look familiar? Yes. Same Greene King bottle style. And I would get all the hen beers, Old Specklin, and all of those. So talking about cold filtered lagers, which we weren't talking about, but when Miller started cold filtering, because we're talking about preserving beer really, right, the hops and all. Miller started cold filtering in 1985 when they experimented with Miller High Life Genuine Draft, which was a mouthful, so they dropped the name down to Miller Genuine Draft. Here's a modern, pretty cool looking label. Well, everybody jumped on the bandwagon. They wanted to make their own cold filtering, cold filter beers, sort of like a little fad. Ham's Genuine Draft. Miller must have given them a cease and desist order, because they hurried up and changed it to Ham's Golden Draft, and they don't make this anymore. Miller acquired Ham's, and that was killed off. We had Pabst Genuine Draft. Notice a little copyright problem there, a little color scheme issue going on. Pabst Genuine Draft, yeah, buddy. I bought that in Grand Isle, Louisiana. We can only get that on the west. You know, there's a lot of beers we can get west of the Mississippi River that we can't get east of the Mississippi. And the Mississippi River runs through New Orleans. So actually you can go to the western parts of New Orleans and you get different beers sometimes. And then the radio stations start with a K on the west bank of New Orleans, but on the east bank they start with W. But that's another issue. Old style classic draft. Cool brewed, I like to say cool brewed, cold filtered. Nah, that didn't last. Bought that in La Crosse, Wisconsin, in fact. On a road trip. So, gone. I think they had a Schlitz Genuine Draft, a Schaefer Genuine Draft. I never got a hold of those. The only one that's still around, really, is Michelob Golden Draft, which was introduced in 1991. And it was to compete with the Miller Genuine Draft. This is still sold in the Midwest. It's a big beer in Minnesota. If you go to Minneapolis, their top beer is Michelob Golden Draft Light. They call it Goldie Light. Go anywhere, you see those tall white cans. Anywhere. But this is the regular version, the non-light version, which is rarer. Okay? It's produced in St. Louis, but it's not sold in St. Louis. You can have it on draft at the brewery. They had the Goldie Light on draft. Ah, really good, fresh. Can't buy it there. It's only distributed in Iowa, in that area. Illinois, a few little select locations in Illinois, like around Cicero. You can go find 12 packs of Mick Golden Draft. All right, well, anyway, getting back to this, it's good. If you like beer, and you're not a picky ponce, whatever they say in England, you probably like it. So, Laissez Le Bon Temps Roulé, a good beer, very good, not great, but, you know, whatever. And Laissez Le Bon Temps Roulé, etc., etc. And y'all come on down to Southeastern Louisiana, go to Louisiana State University and A&M College basketball game, or go to the football game in Tennessee for the bowl.